Some people ask, hey, is it normal for me to feel pain or feel discomfort while I'm using Fischer traction? Yes, it is. Not in every situation, but in enough where the change that you're experiencing from the traction forces can and may cause some discomfort. No pain, no gain. And it is very, very true when it comes to real therapeutic types of treatments where there's real change happening. In a lot of cases, we'll see that your muscles and tissues, ligaments, and joint capsules, they'll be stretched, much like the discs of our spine, where when we have a disc bulge or herniation pushing out, the traction forces are going to pull strong enough to create that suction and pull that disc herniation back in. At the same time, they're going to stretch and pull the muscles. And if your body's not used to that, where let's say possibly you've had a chronic condition for many, many years, and there's been shortening of your muscles on one side or both sides of your spine, now traction comes in, does the opposite of that shortening, elongates your muscles and pulls on them and stretches them. Your muscles might fight with that. It's the same thing as, like, let's say you're going to stretch your hamstring and you put your heel up on a bar and you start to kind of lean into it and you feel that muscle pull and maybe some burning and sharp pain, and then your muscle starts to twitch and fight with it. That's muscle guarding, where your muscle has this built-in mechanism to protect itself, to contract so it doesn't get over pulled or tears. The traction's not going to do that because it's a softer pull, it's not an abrupt pull, and it's not a fixed pull. And if you think of working out with weights, it hurts. And the next day you really feel it, you're sore. You can work out and then you may not be able to work out for days afterwards because your muscles are so sore and they're so tight. But the key is you don't want to stop there. You may not like this saying, but you have to bite the bullet, and you got to get back on the horse and you got to start doing it again to get past that point of pain, which is a natural progression of your improvement. Now, again, if it's injuring you and making you worse, that's a totally different story. I used my own Fischer traction, and initially it didn't feel that great. But I knew over time, if I kept using it and I was diligent about it, that sooner or later it was going to take effect, and it did. Now, you got to remember that whatever situation you have, you might have had this for years. It might be a chronic condition, so it's taken years to develop. Even though when you're on traction, it's taking the pressure off of your nerves, it's pulling the bones away from each other and away from the nerves. So it's working, but you may not feel any measurable or tell any measurable results for some time. Don't expect immediate gratification and cure. I wish that was the case with traction. We want you to use Fischer traction for at least 30 days. Just don't give up too early. Let the process of the traction take its course with your body in changing things. We're trying to restore your body's normal function. It is a therapeutic grade pull, so it can cause a little constriction around your head and your ears, and may even make the top of your head go numb. Those are all normal findings, and some of you might, in some cases, be stretching too much initially, because that more of that stretching might cause your muscles to fight even more and struggle where they can't relax, so then you can't truly feel the benefit of the decompression inside. Typically about 80% have had great success with traction, but it's not the answer, it's not the cure-all for anything. And remember, nothing is.